I hope it's gonna be more like culture than sports, but it's another topic. It's gonna be super hard. Yes, and I mean for people to understand, I think it's gonna be super difficult. Yes.
Right. Now, you brought this up a little while ago about how there's very few people really in France that are focused on foundation, and that it's mostly like power and tricks. How would you describe, well, before you even describe that, why is it that France, because from the outside looking in, and like the people I talk to and know, like from the US, we look at France like, if you watch a battle with French people, it's going to be a lot of tricks, a lot of power, and a lot of aggression and sometimes rudeness. Why is that the approach of the French?
There is a common stereotype that French people are rude and unfriendly. Whether it's their dry sense of humor or lack of smiling. Admittedly, I felt the same way each time I came back to this country. But that's until I arrived in a place called
Normandy!
And my entire view of the French has changed.
People from Normandy are very nice people, very friendly, very smiley. Look at me. I am clearly very smiley, which is completely different when you talk with Parisian people. I can say that, but believe me, French people talking all about French people are nice people.
The truth is that there's a lot more to France than Paris or Nice, the only two cities I had visited prior to now, and perhaps the two most touristy cities. Bonjour! This Western European nation has 67 million people living on 650,000 square kilometers of land, most of it stunning and tranquil, so we shouldn't be so quick to judge an entire country based on the capital city. Normandy is a northwesternmost region of France that we've all heard about in our history books because D-Day occurred on these beaches 75 years ago last week. It's also known for its historical monuments, scenic countryside, culinary surprises, and you guessed it, the warm hospitality.
Bienvenue en France. Welcome to France.
Oh, okay. In my side, I mean, what I know and what I experienced about breaking in France, it's, you know, the most parts of people from my generation are clearly from the hood, you know, from the ghetto, and so we use breaking like a way to, you know, to how to explain that, to feel better and to forget about all this issue in life, and so there is something rude in France about breaking. That's true, and so of course during this 2000 period, like from 2000 to 2008-9, yes, of course, people was super. How to explain? Like in battle, the vibe was, yes, like kind of, there is no fight, but sometimes was super rude, like. And because we also like represent something, like for legitimate obstruction, we represent our city, we represent our way to dance. And so when it's time to battle against Pokemon, for example, that's where at this time was the best.
The rival, yeah.
The rival, yes, totally that. So say, we don't have choice like to be like super strong, to pretend to be rude also. So yes, so about intimidation and all of this was totally part of breaking in France. Yes, now it's not like this anymore. Still a little because
Right.
we did it for more than 10 years, so there is still that, but people now they know more each other. There is the social media, so we can talk. But back in the days, yes, it was like,
Right.
okay, yes, like
So
you just say hello guys, and then there is no talk. Like
then
we
it's
will
on,
swim
yeah.
battle now. Yeah.
No doubt. And I wonder, I don't know. So, that's why having a conversation with you is so great because, we don't know what's going on in France.
Yeah.
Are like in America, the crews and the crew competitions or so on and so forth has been on a serious decline, right? It's more like 1-on-1, 2-on-2, 3-on-3.
Yeah.
In France, are you guys still, do you guys still have a lot of crew competitions or is it the same thing?
No, it's totally the same thing. I think it's kind of international things, not totally international, but because I saw these people from Japan and Russia, they are still like able to have a good crew connection, crew battle. But yes, in France, it's like the USA. People focus more on the one-on-one battle, and even the way it's more about educational things. I mean, now there is more there is good new generation, but they learn breaking with a teacher, so it's totally different. Like they learn breaking and maybe they start with a crew, but they just want to be like famous on one-on-one battle. And I mean, when I start breaking, I never think about that, like to do some one-on-one battle. On my head was, it doesn't exist. Like if I dance, it's with my crew.
Right.
One means not for me. It was, yes, impossible to do something alone.
It was just a foreign concept. Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, totally. That the concept was I dance with people. Like, so of course I'm gonna represent myself inside the crew, but it's with my crew. And
Right.
I love it. Like, yes, I love it because I have the support of my friend. I have the pressure of my friend, but I super love it. And now, yes, maybe people forget about this, and I'm sad about that. That's true, because
Right.
I think it's better to start with a crew, to push yourself to be better, to understand many things. When you start alone and you just focus on one-on-one competition, you miss a big part of the hip hop culture and how
Right.
to have exchange with people. So yes, but you
Yeah, because
see,
when I think of the great rivalries in breaking history,
yeah,
I very rarely think of one guy versus another guy.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't think of, like, let's say, for instance, if it was like New York City Breakers versus Rocksteady, right? You don't
yeah,
think of just Legs versus one of the New York City Breakers guys. You think of
no,
this crew and all of their character personality and
yes,
traits and moves versus this crew and all of their characters, personality, so on and so forth. And when
yes,
you brought up Legiteam versus Pokemon,
yeah,
right? What if it was just you versus Lilu? That wouldn't have been as great
yeah,
as Legiteam Obstruction versus Pokemon Crew, representing your
yes,
city, your friends, your history, so on and so forth. But yeah, no, I feel you 100%.
yes. No, so now, yeah, we lose something. I hope it's kind of periodic things. But it's obvious that now there is more one-on-one battle. Maybe it's because of economic system. I don't know, but yes, we missed something. I'm sure about that. Yes.
No doubt. So what if could you categorize the French approach to like training and to battling?
Back in the day, we practice as a crew, and for me, I practice kind of. There is two different practice. There is the practice with the crew, like we start to work about routines and about the connection with the crew, and there is the solo practice that I have to push myself to be better.
For more quality content from Beyond the Cypher with Illskillz, don't forget to press the like and subscribe buttons. Also, feel free to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Beyond the Cypher. Let us know how we're doing down in the comment section. And to make sure you don't miss anything from the channel, smash that notification bell. We appreciate the love and support. Peace. Until the next episode.